Special thanks to our channel members, who without, we couldn't keep making content like this. Consider becoming a member today for bonus content.
Hello, LS11 Universe, it's the Doctor, and Zen number 3, and welcome, at long last, to the long-awaited return of TNA Impact, here in LS11 Universe. That is right, folks, we are back at long last in the Impact Zone tonight, and we are kicking things off with the TNA World Champion. That is right, the Nomad, Bishop Dyer, is in the house. The Nomad recently winning the TNA World title this past weekend, beating Zack Sabre Jr., doing the unthinkable and becoming World Champion in the main event of Emergence. We had a huge show in Emergence. We got a lot to get through tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We got a championship match for the X Division title kicking us off here in just a moment as well. We've got a huge night of action, but we are kicking things off with Bishop Dyer finally getting to address the LS11 Universe following his big win and his capturing of the TNA World title. That is right, Bishop Dyer makes his way down to the ring. The Nomad is now champion at last. It took a very long time to get this far. In fact, I never really thought that people would be behind me in something like this. And after years of being one of the most hated men in this business, it's almost humbling to have been given such a warm reception to it all. To have been cheered and accepted by you all. But now I am at the top of TNA. I am a world champion at last. I have finally done it. I waited for years to finally be a champion. And I got it. I did it. Now the question is, who's first? Whoa, hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on just a second. Doc, that's, we know that music. Oh, we know that music quite well around here in the LS11 Universe. It's Adrian Nova, the DPW champion, the head of NRW. Adrian Nova's here. Adrian Nova, one of our indie champions, stepping foot here into TNA. We saw his NRW brethren, Shinobi and Colton, trying to become the TNA Tag Team Champions just a couple of nights ago at Emergence, and now Adrian Nova stepping up to Bishop Dyer here. Nova knows a thing or two about being a champion, so he's already stepping up tonight, trying to become TNA champion, it looks like, coming out here to confront Bishop Dyer. So Adrian Nova stepping up. Whoa, hold on a second. Seems we're not done. The challengers are not done showing themselves, it would seem. Because there's the wanted man. There's Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth making his way down to the ring. The wanted man of TNA. Jumping ship, he was on the Ring of Honor roster for a while, as many people know, but now Nick Nemeth is here. Nick Nemeth making his way down to the ring. Nemeth was one of the final TNA Digital Media champions we had before that championship was retired. And now Nemeth seemingly stepping up here to the TNA roster tonight. Well, is it just Nemeth and Nova, or is anyone else joining the party? Whoa, hold on a second. It seems one more person's joining the party, and it's the man that came up short trying to become TNA World Champion just a few nights ago. That's right, Zack Sabre Jr. of the Bullet Club is here. Zack Sabre Jr. looking like he's stepping up and ready for the run back with Bishop Dyer. 3 men stepping up on the first night here to come face to face with the TNA champ. Bishop Dyer, you've got your work cut out for you, my friend, when it comes to being the TNA World Champion. Alright, well, how about that? They warned me that challengers are going to be coming out the gate the minute I won this championship. So, the question now is, which of you wants first? Go on, don't be shy. Tell the Nomad why you deserve the shot. Alright, Bishop. Allow me to introduce myself. Please do, because I don't want any of that indie wrestling bull. My name is Adrian Nova, and I am the greatest of the LS11 originals. I am the 2-time LSWF champion, the 1-time LAW champion, the 1-time LSWF Internet champion, the multi-time tag team champion. And now, I want to be TNA World Champion. Alright, so you got a bit of a resume to you. What else you got? Xander Mania main eventer. Winner of the LSWF Royal Rumble. DPW World Champion. Kid, sounds like you got a resume and a bit of a solid future. What else are we offering? Ugh. You. You and I have done this before, Bishop. Guess you gotta upgrade from being a Baron? Oh, you got jokes now, do you, Nemeth? I am a former world champion, as you know, and out of the 4 people in this ring, I'm the only one with any experience in TNA as it is before Emergence this past weekend. If anyone is getting the shot at the TNA World title, it's me. Oi, dickhead! Hello, ZSJ. You know I had you reeling at Emergence, and you know that I was this close to having your ass tapped out. You just wanted that world title a little bit more than I did on that night. I know what it's like to be at the top of the mountain, and you never did. So yeah, credit where it's due. You fought your heart out, Bishop, and you fought long and hard to beat me on that night, and you got the win on that night. But we all know 364 days of the year, Zack Sabre Jr. wrestles circles around Baron Bloody Corbin. 364 days out of the year, I would have won the TNA World title. You just got lucky, and on Sunday, it was your one night. Alright, well, you know what? You want a title match. You want a title match. You want a title match. Fight it out amongst yourselves. I don't care if it's you, or you. 4 weeks at against all odds. I'll face whoever wins this one. Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Well, we know he's part of the roster, but I guess we didn't know he was gonna be showing up tonight. It's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is in the Impact Zone. Welcome to TNA is Jericho. Now, the future Le Champion of TNA doesn't do #1 contenders matches. But I just wanted to let everyone here in the Impact Zone know that whoever wins that triple threat and whoever walks out at against all odds as TNA World Champion has me to answer to. You can start the show now. Alright, well folks, up first tonight, our first matchup of the evening is set for one fall, and it's for the Cruiserweight Championship. That is right, and out first, it is Cedric Alexander making his way down to the ring tonight. Cedric with a huge opportunity on his hands tonight to become the X Division champion. As he makes his way down to the ring, Cedric Alexander, a former tag team champion in the LS11 Universe, but that is it. That's right, Cedric Alexander has only ever had one title reign in the LS11 Universe. He looks to add a second one here tonight if he could win the X Division title. He came very close in that ladder match at Emergence this past weekend. That's right, is now Cedric Alexander making his way down to the ring. Cedric set for action here as he is taking on Taiji Ishimori. That's right, Taiji making his way down to the ring. Ishimori became the X Division champion just a number of weeks ago, or just a number of nights ago, winning the gold. Winning the gold at Emergence in the ladder match. Ultimately came away with the win on that night. That is right, as Taiji Ishimori making his way down to the ring tonight. Big matchup here for him this evening. So, Ishimori has made his way to the ring. Let's do this. X Division title is on the line. There it is, X Division title. Only one of these guys can walk out. It's our first matchup of the revived TNA Impact. And this time we're going to be back for every Thursday. And we're going to be on commentary every Thursday. Yep, we didn't apologize for having to fill in for Xander because Xander is a competitor on TNA when he's not, you know, in the hospital. So, without any further ado, Cedric and Taiji. Taiji Ishimori, the soldier of Bullet Club, brought some gold into the group at last. Jay White's vision for everyone in Bullet Club to have gold within the next few months. Already starting here with Taiji. And Cedric Alexander flipping him over now. And Cedric Alexander's got a hold of Ishimori now. Taiji Ishimori getting back up to his feet now. And Taiji Ishimori has a hold of Cedric Alexander now. And Cedric, wait a minute. Cedric sends him off the ropes. Ducks him. Leapfrogs him. Cedric Alexander. Hip toss, taking him down. Goes for the elbow. Nobody home. And Ishimori with a knee into the midsection. Going around, grabs a hold of the arm now. And look at this, Taiji Ishimori now. Stomping on the back of Cedric repeatedly. Getting him back up to his feet now. Cedric Alexander getting knocked back here. Taiji Ishimori. Big knee strike there into knee of the face. You know what's the best part about this matchup, number 3? What's that? There's no ladders. You're still on that? Yes, I'm still on the fact that we had a ladder match go for nearly half an hour because 90% of the time the competitors were more focused on putting the ladders in the corner. It bothers me. You know this. Yeah, I'm aware. I was there for your legendary crash out about it at Emergence. People have been laughing about it all week. Well, Taiji Ishimori now. Wait a minute. Discus forearm taking him down here. Ishimori grabbing onto Cedric now, getting him back up to his feet. Taiji Ishimori again. Big knee strike there. Grabs onto Cedric now, and Ishimori into super kick, taking him off his feet. Grabs all of them now. Cedric Alexander getting picked back up to his feet. Taiji firing away again now. Big knee strike there, knocking him back into another knee, takes him down. Taiji now coming in. Cedric's got him. Rolling neck breaker, takes him off his feet. Cedric Alexander now getting Taiji back up to his feet again now. Kicking the ribs, pulls him in. Cedric's got him up. Got him down with a knee into the midsection. Cedric Alexander laying him out with that one. And Cedric really trying to show himself here. People have been wondering about his affiliation with the Hurt Syndicate, if he's just wearing their logos to try and get in good with them, or if he's part of it. Well, we've been wondering that for a while. We haven't seen the Hurt Syndicate yet. We don't know if they're going to... We've seen them on the TNA roster, but that was from the short-lived revival last season. We don't know if they're going to still be part of it coming into this season. That's very true, as there's a big hip toss in the corner. We don't know what the fate of the Hurt Syndicate is. We don't know if the Hurt Syndicate's still going to be a thing in Season 6. Or in Season 7. We don't know if they've all gone their separate ways. Like a Wonderful Journey song, as What a flying clothesline from Cedric there. And a big elbow to follow it up. Cedric Alexander staying on top now, getting him back up to his feet now. And Cedric has him up, has him down. Taiji's down now. Cedric Alexander into a cover on Ishimori. 1, 2, no. Taiji Ishimori in some trouble now as Cedric Alexander really trying to win that first singles gold of his career here tonight. It'll be huge if it happens. Kick out again from Ishimori, though. Oh, and Taiji is in no man's land. Taiji Ishimori in no man's land here. Cedric wiping him out. Both men wiping themselves out on that dive. Cedric Alexander, though, he's staying right on him here. And Cedric could be closing in on that X Division Championship. He's just got to lock in and get the win here. Hits the big frog splash across the back. Cedric's caught now. Taiji taking him down. Ishimori's got him back up to his feet now. Taiji Ishimori with the tombstone lung blower. Both of these guys use variations of the lung blower in their own way. What a kick out from Cedric. Cedric uses that lumbar check and Ishimori uses that tombstone lung blower. A super kick there from Taiji. He's got him down now. Ishimori going up to the top rope. Taiji Ishimori hits him with the big knee strike again. He's got a hold of him now into a kick in the back. Ishimori now back fist to Cedric Alexander. Picks him back up again now. Goes for the back fist again, hitting it. Cedric Alexander in trouble now, and Taiji looking like he might have been going for the hat trick there, Doc. Cedric answering back though now, and Cedric Alexander taking him down. Remember, with the X Division title, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits, and we are seeing that with these two tonight. Taking things to the extreme. On the top rope now. Wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Cedric flies off the top with that Hurricane Rana. Taking him down and out. Now Cedric has him again for a big snap suplex there. Cedric Alexander cover for the 1. Kick out. Getting him back up to his feet now. Ishimori in some trouble here. Cedric Alexander getting him up on his shoulders now into an air raid crash position. Swings him out. Both men down. Both men down. Cedric throwing the arm across him now. For the 1, 2, no. And now Cedric gonna look to finish the job here. Cedric. Oh, he takes him down with that inside cradle suplex. Into the cover. 1, 2, no! Ishimori staying in it. Taiji. Cedric going up. Cedric, no! Gets out of the way. Alexander now pulling himself up in the corner now. And Taiji. Wiping him out now is Ishimori. And Taiji hits a big moonsault. Cedric's down now. Taiji Ishimori picking him back up to his feet now. And Taiji into... oh! The Brainbuster Lung Blower combo. Or the Brainbuster Gut Check combo. 2. Taiji Ishimori retains the X Division title. Just like that, Taiji retaining the gold here tonight on Impact. A big win tonight for Taiji Ishimori as he knocks off Cedric Alexander in the first matchup of TNA. Ishimori keeping the gold in Bullet Club for another night. A massive win there for Taiji this evening. Absolutely took down Cedric on that one. It was a hell of a showdown between these two. Cedric Alexander scored the win. Or Taiji Ishimori, rather, scored the win over Cedric Alexander. Cedric came close on many of occasions to scoring the win there, but in the end, the victory goes to Taiji Ishimori. A big win there in the end for the champion. Taiji Ishimori retains, and he is still your TNA X Division champion. Massive win there for the Bone Soldier of the Bullet Club. We've got plenty more coming up here on TNA. Duck, 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 duck. Oh, dear Lord. Hello, Jadam. Is Xander alright? No? No, he's still in the hospital. Alright, well, look, we wanted to do something good for him while he's gone. And that would be winning the TNA Tag Team Championships. Oh, dear Lord. So, we wanted to tell you the good news. Okay, yes, JT. We got ourselves a tag team match tonight. Against who? Well, that's the surprise. You get to find out. You good? I need Xander to get out of the hospital and soon because I cannot be the surrogate for the idiocy that follows him around everywhere he goes. Jeez, sounds a little harsh towards Jadam. I wasn't just talking about Jadam. Hey! Anyways, folks, up next, we have got some knockouts action here on TNA. That is right, as here comes Xia Brookside to the ring. Xia Brookside ready for singles action here tonight, making her LS11 Universe debut, as far as I'm aware. That she is. As here comes her opponent. One half of the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Blackout Gabriella Bennett. The muscle of the Circus of Chaos, making her way down to the ring. So, Gabriella Bennett makes her way down to the ring. Knockouts tag title in hand. So, let's move into our next matchup of the night. That is right, next matchup of the night. Knockouts action going down here. First knockouts match here on Impact of the New Era. That's right, you can see here we got an LS11 original competing as well in this one. So, Xia Brookside and Gabriella Bennett going one-on-one. Why do you think she wears that mask? For her own protection? I think it's for the protection of others, quite honestly. Have you seen how that woman hits? I wouldn't put it past her to try and bite someone if she wasn't wearing it. Perhaps so. Of course, it was an incredible matchup between the Inspiration and the Queen Circus. Emergence this past weekend, where Bennett and the Quiz Queen became champions. Gabriella Bennett is coming out of the gate here. You're right, it was an incredible matchup between those two on that night. Those four women gave it their absolute all. Xia Brookside trying to just... She's the daughter of Robbie Brookside, an incredible technical wrestler. She's trying to make this matchup more technical, which is what you need against a woman like Bennett. That is for sure. She is a powerhouse in that ring. She will grab you and she will sling you around if you're not careful, which is exactly what she's doing to Xia Brookside right now. Xia Brookside has got herself in a bit of trouble right now, coming in here with Bennett. That is for sure. As Xia Brookside getting picked back up to her feet. Thrown in the corner. Well, up next, folks, we're actually going to have the LS11 Trios titles on the line. The God Prophets are going to be here in the Impact Zone. Bit of a homecoming for Moose in that regard. And then after that, we'll be hearing from Connell regarding the state of Xander's 2 championships. As we have Xia Brookside now, rolling Gabriella Bennett through. Xia Brookside, 1. Kick out, though, at 1. And clothesline now, and Xia Brookside. Brookside coming back into this one, takes out the leg now of Gabriella Bennett. Xia Brookside's got it down now, getting her back up to her feet here. Brookside's got her now, and Xia, with Gabriella Bennett taking her across the ring now into the corner. Putting her up on the top rope now, and now Gabriella Bennett's in trouble. Xia Brookside. Here we go, coming off the top. No, wait a minute. Whoa! Gabriella Bennett showing that dominance and power right now. That she is, as she's got Brookside up. And Down goes Zaya. Zaya Brookside now covered by Bennett for the 1-2 kick out from Zaya Brookside. Gabriella Bennett's got Zaya Brookside down now, and big elbow strike there connecting. Gabriella Bennett shoves back Zaya Brookside now, hits the ropes, kicking her in the head. Oh, Brookside's been busted open by that one. We are seeing the sheer dominance of Gabriella Bennett right now, but Zaya Brookside trying to fight back, trying to come back from underneath in this one. Zaya Brookside, Hurricane Rana taking her down. Zaya Brookside goes over the top rope now, and Zaya, here we go, as Gabriella Bennett in some trouble now. Zaya Brookside springboards in, Hurricane Rana taking it down. Bennett in trouble now. Zaya Brookside now into the drop kick into the back. Zaya Brookside now has got a hold of her. Picking her up into the seated position. Coming off the rope. Zaya Brookside goes for the drop kick. Bennett staggering back to her feet now. And Zaya Brookside getting stomped in the leg now. Kicked down by Bennett. Zaya Brookside. No. Gabriella Bennett kicking out the legs. There's that uppercut. The wicked uppercut sends her flying into the air. That's going to do it. Yep. Just like that, Gabriella Bennett with the win. Bennett demolishing Zaya Brookside tonight. Gabriella Bennett taking down Zaya with fairly relative ease on that one. Just like that, Bennett with the win. That uppercut is insane, and I would fear for anyone that is on the receiving end of it. Well, maybe ask Elizabeth Belle when you see her backstage. She was on the receiving end of it many a times earlier this year. It's very true. You can see it was right around here that it came in. She got hit with that Hurricane Rana. Zaya Brookside thought she had a beat. Gabriella Bennett countered her, and then wham! Gets almost 6 feet of hang time when she gets hit with it as well. That is almost the scariest part about it, I think. Just the sheer hang time she gets on you with it. Gabriella Bennett with the win. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold up. Where's Quizmaster? There he is, the leader of Circus of Chaos. Quizmaster, with his cane over his shoulder, making his way down to the ring. Quizmaster is here. And the Quizmaster now. Stepping down to the ring. What's Quizmaster got to say here? Joining one of his enforcers of the Circus of Chaos down in the ring. Former LSWF United States Champion Quizmaster, former Tag Team Champion as well. Came up short just barely after after getting bent across steps by Eric Young. Now here he is. Good day, good evening, and good night, LS11 Universe. My name is the Quiz Master, and I serve as ringleader of the Circus of Chaos. We are now officially part of Total Nonstop Action, and as you saw on Sunday, our dominance began in the Knockouts Tag Team Division as the powerful, world's strongest woman Gabriella Bennett and the beautiful leading lady, the Quiz Queen, captured the TNA Tag Team Championships. Now, while myself and the Devil Incarnate Triton or Phantom were unable to successfully capture the TNA Tag Team titles this time, that does not mean our conquest for the gold is even remotely close to being over. That does not mean our mission is any different. It does not mean anything changes. The mission is the same always, and that is to take over and conquer TNA Wrestling the way we know we can. And it doesn't matter who holds those tag team titles. Quizmaster. You say you'll do anything it takes to get these championships from Sanity. Well, if that's the case, then maybe what I did to you at Emergence wasn't enough. Maybe this time I actually have to finish the job and really snap your spine. Because we backed down from nobody in Sanity. We backed down from no man, no woman, no team, no freaks. This is our notice to the entire TNA locker room that if you want to be tag team champions, you will have to fight through hell. Alright, well folks, it is time for the LS11 Universe Trios Championships to be on the line. That's right, if you're new here, the Trios Championships are one of the many floating titles in LS11 Universe that can appear on any show and be defended anywhere. That is the gimmick of it. They have no home promotion. That's right, those main titles being the LS11 Trios titles, the Grand title, and the NWA World title and tag titles. That is right, and we know that there's going to be a new floating title for the women introduced in the near future. That is right, as the Women's World Cup is coming for members and Patreon backers very soon. We're going to have an announcement regarding that in the near future once Xander is back from his injury, since he is the head of the World Cup committee on that one. So the Gates of Danger, Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, and Chris Danger making their way to the ring here. Big matchup for them here tonight as they look to try and become champions as a trio for the first time. Bishop Khan and Toa Leona are former ROH Tag Team Champions. And now, here come the champions. That's right, from the Monday Night Raw brand, there they are. Moose, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. And we all know what you're wondering. It's because Moose is a mod, and the mod never set him up to be compatible with championships. So that just kind of happens. There's a fix to it, but we haven't learned really how to do it. So the God Prophets, they won the gold at WrestleMania a few weeks ago, defeating the Murder Machines for the gold there on WrestleMania Night 2 kickoff. And now here tonight, they are on TNA. It is a bit of a homecoming of sorts for Moose, who was a former TNA World Champion in his own right. And now tonight, Moose and the Street Profits, the group known as the God Prophets, defending their gold. Here we go. I suppose, as Angelo Dawkins, I suppose with the Gates of Agony, Dawkins and Moose, we can say the thing, the big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks. That's right. Big clothesline there from Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins getting Bishop Khan back up to his feet now, jabbing away at him here. Bishop Khan's got hold of him though, and Bishop Khan gets him up. What a brainbuster there. Leona and Khan, as we said, former tag team champions in their own right. Though these are the first titles the Street Profits have held since Season 3, and you know they don't intend to let them go anytime soon. But the issue is, Doc, that whoever wins this matchup has got the Shield breathing down their neck. Guys, wait a minute. Speaking of the Shield, buckle bomb from Bishop Khan. Bishop Khan now getting down, going in the ground and pound. Bishop Khan's got him down now, kicking the head from Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins getting it back up to his feet now. Firing away at him here. Angelo Dawkins scooping him up. Bishop Khan, though, shoving him away. Bishop Khan's got a hold of him now. Bishop Khan sent him into the corner. Has him up on the top rope now. Bishop Khan, right hook connecting. And again. Goes for him again now. Counted by Angelo Dawkins. Dawkins, what a pounce! Sending him towards the corner of the God Prophets. Sends him right into their corner. That is exactly where Dawkins wants this guy. Moose taking the shot, but Moose accidentally cheap-shotting and hitting Angelo Dawkins in the meantime. Now Dawkins sends him back into the corner again. Tag made, and Ford is in now. Montez Ford enters the mix now. Ford and Dawkins. Here we go. The Street Profits working together, taking down Bishop Khan there. Montez Ford enters the matchup. Tag made. Chris Danger is in. Here we go. Chris Danger and Montez Ford. Big knee strike there from Danger. Chris Danger's got him down now, and Chris Danger stomp to the chest. Grabbing a hold of him now, Chris Danger into ripcord knee. Danger's got him down now. Chris Danger going out of the ring here, and Chris Danger gonna look to fly. Danger coming in, nobody home. Montez Ford springboards in, drop kick, taking down Danger. Danger taking that one like an octopus in a dryer. Shout out Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam 05. Chris Danger now grabs onto him, rolls him into the corner here, and Chris Danger cover. One. No, Montez Ford kicking out. Ford. One. No, Chris Danger kicking out now, and Danger rolling over. Chris Danger. Backslide. 1, 2. Kick out from Montez. Montez Ford's got a hold of him now. Montez Ford swings through. DDT. Montez Ford taking to the former TNA Tag Champion. That's right, Chris Danger won TNA Tag Team Gold alongside Keith Lee last season. And then at the end of last season as well, he was LAW World Champion for some time. Held it all the way till Xandomania, where our now International Champion Ethan Ace defeated him for the gold. Now Chris Danger's got him up on his shoulders here. Chris Danger's got Montez Ford up. Knee into the midsection, taking him down. Tag made. Here we go. Toa Leona's in. Biggest man in the matchup for the Gates of Danger. Montez Ford now goes for the big knee strike. Tucks and rolls. Montez getting clobbered. Tag made to Angelo Dawkins. Tag made to Chris Danger. Down goes Toa Leona now. Goes for the elbow. Chris Danger out of the way now, and Danger's got him. Chris Danger swings things around on Angelo Dawkins now. Putting him in the ropes here. Chris Danger's got Angelo Dawkins. Hits him in the back. And again. And again. He's got hold of him now. Chris Danger with a German suplex, taking down Dawkins again. Danger going towards the corner now, and Chris Danger. Oh, caught by Montez. Montez Ford taking down Chris Danger now, and Angelo Dawkins getting him back up to his feet now. Dawkins. Spine buster. Wicked spine buster there from Dawkins. Bishop Khan making the save. And now Angelo Dawkins with Chris Danger off the ropes. Angelo Dawkins. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker taking down Danger now. Angelo Dawkins. Here we go with Danger. Throws him across the ring into the corner. Tag made. Montez Ford back in. And now the Street Profits. Here we go again. The Profits looking for a big double team here. Taking down Chris Danger again now. Chris Danger goes down. Tag made. Moose is in. The big man is in. Moose dishes out a knee into the jaw of Danger. Chris Danger down now. 1, 2. Chris Danger kicks out. Chris Danger now is caught. Moose has got all of him. Moose. Uppercut into the back of the head. Bishop Khan in now, and Bishop Khan. Bishop Khan gets caught with a knee strike. All right, whoa. Big roundhouse kick there from Moose. Moose not coming back now. Moose, discus forearm attempt. Bishop Khan countering. Khan now is caught for Northern Lights by Moose. Moose starting to turn things around here as the former world champion. Saved by Toa Leona, though. Moose, wait a minute. Moose has got Toa Leona, and Moose DDT's him, taking him down. Now Bishop Khan answering back. Moose shoves him back now. Moose gets the big knee strike now, and Moose, here we go. They'll look to finish the job now. Moose, go to hell with the spear. Down goes Chris Danger. Cover on Bishop Khan. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, the God Prophets getting the win. Hell of a win there. The God Prophets retaining the TNA Tag Team, or the LS11 Trios Championships here tonight. You are flubbing it a lot on comms. Man, it has been a week. It's been a week. Let's put it that way. So, the God Prophets getting the win there. Toa Leona hit with that wicked spear by Moose. That was all she wrote. The God Prophets getting the win. They are still the LS11 Universe Trios champions, but now we got to hear from Carnold. Here we go. All right, well, folks, here he comes. Carnold in the house. Carnold in the Impact Zone tonight. Here to address everything that's gone down with Xander and Ray this past weekend. He's got an announcement to make on Xander's behalf tonight regarding the LS11 Grand Title and the NWA Tag Team Championships. Well, Carnold, no stranger to the Impact Zone, is actually a former TNA Tag Team Champion. That's right, he was the first LS11 original to win a championship in the main universe, and, you know, people feel the way they felt about it, let's be real. Let's just be real. They felt the way they felt, that's for sure. So, Carnold making his way down to the ring. The Exterminator in the house. Hello everybody, Carnold here, back in the Impact Zone. I wish I was here on this first episode of TNA Impact for better news, with better things to say. Normally I have a lot more to say, but I'm still gathering my own thoughts about everything that happened, and what we witnessed at the emergence, and I wanted to come out here tonight and, you know, state my claim for the TNA World Title, bring Scotty out here and say some unhinged nonsense about going for the tag titles, but Xander asked me to do something for him, and I'm a man of my word if I'm anything. Xander is out indefinitely. We do not know when he's going to be back. In the meantime, as you can tell by commentary, the Doctor and Xander number 3 are taking over the flagship shows. I'm going to be helping with Evolve this weekend. But because Xander doesn't know when he's going to be back, that means that there's something that needs to be discussed, and that is the LS11 Grand Championship and the NWA Tag Team titles. And per orders of Xander, it is with a heavy heart that as of this moment, both of those championships are considered vacant. And we are going to crown a new Grand Championship holder in a few weeks' time at Against All Odds. I'm going to go backstage here in a moment and have a discussion with Xander on the phone, and he's going to lay out how we're going to do that. Oh boy. Oh, this better be good. Dear God. Talk about a change. Looks like a right knob. And he's carrying both NWA tag titles by himself. There he is, Ray. Making his way down to the ring. He's got a suit. What the hell is that on his face? He's got a suit, he's got a man bun, and he's got a mustache. What a heel. The biggest hater in the LS11 universe right now. Ray is here. Ray is here. He's got both titles in hand.
Carnold, if you know what's good for you, I'm gonna tell you right now, get out of the ring.
You know, the last guy that told me to back down got his teeth knocked down his throat. But I told Xander that tonight I wouldn't lay a hand on you. So Ray Wood, consider yourself the luckiest motherfucker in the world. Go ahead. Tell the world, turncoat.
Oh, go ahead. Boo me. Boo me because you don't understand things. Because you people have never understood the true dynamic of this channel that you love so much. Let me rewind the clock back for you here. Okay, let me finally answer this question. I've seen all the Discord messages, I've seen the comments, I've seen the live chats. Let me finally answer this question for you all as to why. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take you back to 2015. Xander and I, we knew of each other, we were associates, we had known each other for around 8 years, at least of each other's existence. We had never been friends. And that changed with an invite to a WrestleMania watch party. Him and I sat together for the first time and watched wrestling together for the first of what would turn out to be hundreds upon hundreds of times that him and I would sit down and think and talk about wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, Xander had his own channel at the time. And you want to know the truth? It burnt out. It burnt out, and the reality of the situation was when he relaunched LS11 Universe, he needed me to keep him in check. All of you people who praise Xander for everything he's done, for how much you love him, have never, ever sat in a room and had to tell him no. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me illustrate this for you right here, right now. What I did at Emergence, I protected this channel. See, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you how we got there. Okay? Him and I, we wrestled together on our LSWF, our LAW shows, ARW, all the little fantasy promotions he liked doing. Him and I became characters on there. He wanted us to be characters and wrestlers on there. And you want to know the other reality of the situation? I had other goals. But nonetheless, I stood by my best friend and let him take that goal for himself, and I supported him all the way. And I told him when he asked me to be his tag team partner in that matchup, as long as no funny business happens, I will be by your side. And he looked me dead in the eye and said, no funny business, straightforward. How about the surprise I get when I see a massive cloud of smoke in the ring? Ladies and gentlemen, I protected this channel for all of you. And whether you know it or not, or whether you like it or not, it was 100% necessary. Now, finally, the NWA tag team titles are back to representing what could be the greatest tag team. We will decide another champion at a different time. And now, the grand champion doesn't have, the daddy sitting on top of it, making sure that no other person can get their shot. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some things in this life that you are going to have to do that you don't want to. And at Emergence, I did mine. Now, What's the new plan? The new plan is to show everyone, a better way of doing things. And this only starts when I get my Grand Championship back. Yeah, you think I don't remember that that's my title? You think I don't remember the fact that Xander won it from Chris Jericho when Chris Jericho couldn't beat me? Xander is gone. LS11 Universe is me now. Not you. Get used to it.
Alright, well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the TNA Legends Champion, The Miz. That still feels so wrong to be saying. Well, there he is. Legends title over his shoulder at that. Now, wait a minute. He's not... You're right. He's not. He's not wearing the face protector anymore. He's making his way down to the ring with the Legends title in hand, though. So, it seems that The Miz has things to say tonight. Let's hear from him. The Miz is back in the Impact Zone, following what happened last week at Emergence. So, let's hear from TNA Legends Champion, The Miz. Ugh. Again, it just feels wrong to say. Well, would you look at this, everyone? It's a miracle. My face now is perfectly healed. My nose no longer broken, and at long last, I now hold gold. And you TNA diehards can cry about it all you want, but now a real legend holds gold in TNA. And I know what you're expecting. You're expecting maybe a glorious one or an it factor, a destroyer or a phenomenal one to come down here and do something about it. Well, the A-lister rides first class now. And this title is going nowhere. There are no scorpions, no outlaws. There are no wrestling machines. No genetic freaks. No dominators. No legends of TNA to get in my way. So allow me to put it this way. Sorry about your... Wait a minute, that's James Storm! Cowboy James Storm! Sorry about your damn luck. So, I will not be outshone in TNA. I think that goes without saying. And I think the fact that I am not being outright given the match with Bishop Dyer at Against All Odds shows the level of disrespect this company is showing me. And I'll tell you, Chris Jericho will not be disrespected by anyone.
Out of the way, Dad Bod. Don't nobody care what you gotta be saying.
Alright, well, Alicia Edwards already in the ring, and now it is time for the return you've all been waiting for. That is right, we've been waiting for her to get back in the ring for some time now. She made her shock return. made her shock return at Emergence this past weekend, and now tonight, she is back in action. And now, at long last, here she is. Here she comes, back at long last. The showstopper, Elizabeth Belle, is in the house. The showstopper has made a return back to her roots, back to the old theme. The white streak is back. And now she is essentially going scorched earth on the Blackstones as she steps into TNA for the first time tonight, ready to take on Alicia Edwards. So, Elizabeth Belle is back. Alicia Edwards of the system going head-to-head with Elizabeth Belle. That's right, the former LAW Women's Champion, one of the longest reigning champion in LS11 history, is back. Held that title for 812 days in LAW, across LAW and LSWF. And now she's looking to make short work of Alicia Edwards tonight. As she's going up to the arm, working her down here. Elizabeth Belle has her down now. Elizabeth Belle. Into a chin lock now. Has her down here. Elizabeth Belle. Bringing that elbow down. Smart strategy from the showstopper, making sure that Alicia Edwards can't get back into this one. Into the head now. Elizabeth Belle not going to bag here. Alicia Edwards goes for the kick. Elizabeth Belle into jumping neck breaker. Taking her down there. Getting her back up to her feet now. Picks her back up, and Elizabeth Belle firing away. Chops away at Alicia Edwards now. Throws her across the ring. Well, Doc, do you want to know something? Not if it's from her. Into the chop block now. Alicia Edwards is down. Elizabeth Belle looking to make this one quick. Here we go. The showstopper looking for encore. Picks her back up to her feet. And a good showstopper needs the Winnie Bar. Looking to finish the job. 1, 2, 3. Quick and easy for the showstopper in her first match since Xandermania. Seems she got her soul back. Seems Jade Davidson sucked the life, the evil energy out of her finally. After all this time, the encore DDT, the whammy bomb, your winner, the showstopper, Elizabeth Belle. She's called for a mic, Doc. She has indeed.
All right, let's get right down to business. I am back. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So, now then, you might be wondering why I came back the way I did. What connection do I have to the gang or Ethan X? Well, the answer is none. The showstopper ain't joining the gang, not by a long shot. But I had to make sure that that two-time and cheating son of a bitch knew what happens when you cross me. But now that he and his new little girlfriend are taken care of, I got my own business. I didn't make it back in time to get my shot. I wouldn't back the LAW Women's Championship. So, Shayna Baszler, get out here right now.
Well, Doc, she's called out Shayna. She's going right for the top dog, and oh no! Casey Styles, and there's Blackstone as well. Casey Styles and Alexander Blackstone. Casey Styles and Alexander Blackstone surrounding her now as Casey Styles hits her with the diamond cutter. Ah, Lizzie. Should have just been a complacent little bitch. Oh my god. Ah, well. Maybe you'll learn eventually. Oh no. Well, she called her out, but now she's laid out. And there she is, the Queen of Spades, the GCW champion and the Knockouts champion, Shayna Baszler, making her way down to the ring, a title over each shoulder from the Queen of Spades. Shayna marching down to the ring, staring down Eliza. Looking at the essentially corpse of Eliza. On Baszler. Oh no, Shayna. Shayna, oh come on! Karafuna clutches in. Shayna just making sure she goes to sleep.
Welcome to the generation of Jade.
Oh, hold on a second. That's... Oh my god! Elena Black! We wondered when we would see her again. Elena Black is back. Elena Black storming down to the ring, staring a hole through Shayna Baszler. And dog, here's a history lesson for you. Her debut as Cora Jade was doing this exact same thing. And this is a far different woman from the one we once knew as Cora Jade. Elena Black is here. And Elena Black just staring down Shayna Baszler. Elena Black has arrived to TNA. On Sunday at Emergence, I brought gold home. I think a lot of people, myself included, thought that when it was announced LAW was ending, it'd be the last that myself and a lot of the LS11 originals got to see of this place, of this channel. But now, the Ace of the United States, as I called myself way back in the day, the Ace of Los Angeles, as I called myself way back in the day, the Ace of LAW is now the Ace of the world. I don't care who steps up in TNA. Ace of the world, eh? The whole wide world, and you consider yourself the ace. You've stepped into the ocean now and you're swimming with sharks, kid. Beware, the Gallus boys are coming for your title. Very, very soon. Let the games begin. Well, what a turn of events we are seeing tonight on TNA. New names showing up left and right, but folks, it is time for some tag team action. Oh boy. We've seen a good bit of LS11 originals on the show tonight. How about two more? Here they are. Jadum has arrived. JT and Tatum. Jadum is here. They say they're going to do it for Xander. That's certainly what they say that they're going to do. We don't know who they're facing tonight, though. It could be anyone in the back there. You're right. It could be anyone. It could be anyone. As Jadum have made their way to the ring. We saw them almost become DPW Tag Team Champions the other week on DPW last Thursday. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, there's Mustafa Ali. The leader of the Ali campaign with his new Secret Service. Now that the GYV has gone back to Aaron Stevens, Akam and Razor, the authors of pain. The Ali campaign, or at least 3/5 of them, making their way down to the ring. Ali campaign. The Authors of Pain against Jadem. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Jadem, what have you two gotten yourselves into? Former tag team champions. Here's what they've gotten themselves into. As Akam and JT starting out. Oh, JT starts it off with a knee, though. Into the cover now. Has him down. Cover. No. Immediate kick out there from Akam. Knee strike there. Connecting now. And Akam with a shoulder block. Oh, boy. Throwing him down. Gets him up and taking him down again. Akam now getting him back to his feet here. Akam firing away at JT now, and Akam with JT Jason. Throws him across the ring into the corner. Tag made to Razor. And the Authors of Pain. Oh boy. Oh no. JT's going for the ride. He's up. He's down. Went for the ride indeed. Into a wicked lariat there. JT trying to get to Tatum Lords there, and JT Jason picked back up. And Razor. Fall-away slam taking him down. JT getting pinned in the corner right now. Nothing he can do about it either. Not at all. Pinned in the corner. Counters though. Trying to fight back. Gets the swinging neck breaker now. Oh, wait a minute. Akam dumped out of the ring as Razor. JT trying to fight back now, and Razor. No, wait a minute. Ali was trying to get involved as well. Takedown there from JT. JT getting him back up to his feet now. Razor with JT. Throws him into the corner now, and big splash in the corner, taking down JT Jason. Back now, and now Razor with JT into the corner. Tag made. Akam in. Here we go again. Oh boy. Oh my god. JT getting dominated right now. JT taken down now. Counted there though. He's going for Akam now. Akam with a back body drop though to JT. Getting him back to his feet now, and Akam grabs onto him, lifts him up. Powerbomb! Jackknife, powerbomb. Tatum making the save. And Jadem, they asked for it. They asked for competition. They asked for a tag match tonight. And they got it in the forms of the Authors of Pain. As now, the final chapter is written. Cover 1, 2, 3. The Ali campaign starting off strong here in TNA. Akam and Razor finally arriving to NXT, or to TNA rather. Just like that. The Authors of Pain dominated JT in that one. Tatum couldn't even get in. No, Tatum tried desperately to tag in, but the Authors of Pain just kept him and JT apart. And then finally, the final chapter was written. Ali standing tall with his Secret Service. The Ali campaign standing tall. Our main event, the big triple threat, is going down in just a moment, but Connell has gotten done speaking to Xander about how things are going to be handled with the grand title. So let's go to Connell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience tonight. Connell here again. I've just gotten off the phone with Xander. He is still slowly recovering at the hospital. We don't really know when he's going to be back. Again, I said indefinitely earlier tonight. But he has taken his time while he's recovering to determine how we are going to decide who faces off with Ray for the vacant grand title against all odds in a few weeks. Ray is getting a guaranteed shot due to still being owed a rematch and having pull in the LS11 Universe, but Xander's decided that next week we are going to have an impromptu matchup, an invitational match of sorts. Next week we are going to have a invitational gauntlet type matchup to determine who will face Ray at Against All Odds. And the 99 overall better be in there, right? Chris, I am in no mood. If you are in it, I really hope it comes down to me and you so I can take your ass out. I've always wanted to knock that smug look off your stupid face. Alright, folks, it is now time for the main event of TNA Impact. That's right, the main event of the night is here. It is time to finally find out who is going to be Bishop Dyer's first challenger for that TNA World Championship here in just a couple of weeks' time at Against All Odds. Out first, making his way to the ring for the second time tonight. Well, all three of these men are making their way to the ring for the second time tonight. He is the DPW Heavyweight Champion. They'll be defending that gold at DPW again at some point in the near future on the next indie show we do. It is Adrian Nova making his way to the ring. Many consider him the best of the LS11 originals by a long shot. So Adrian Nova makes his way down to the ring. So, Nova, the first man to make his way down to the ring. Out next, a former world champion in his own right in WWE. The Wanted Man is here. That's right, the Wanted Man, Nick Nemeth, making his way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for Nick Nemeth as he makes his way down to the ring, former digital media champion, WWE United States and Intercontinental Champion, World Heavyweight Champion. That TNA World title eluding him, though. Former Ring of Honor Television Champion as well. So, Nick Nemeth makes his way to the ring. This is the first time we're seeing him compete since Ring of Honor Final Battle a few months back, where he... Or not Final Battle, rather. Supercard of Honor, where he tried to become the television champion. And last, but most certainly not least... And last, but most certainly not least... Bullet Club's Zack Sabre Jr. ZSJ looking to get a rematch for the gold after he came up short against Bishop Dyer this past weekend at Emergence. So, Zack Sabre Jr., Adrian Nova, and Nick Nemeth about to go down. So, without any further ado, it's our main event of the first TNA Impact of Season 7. Here we go. Nova, Nemeth, and ZSJ. Let's do this. What is it with people that have a name that starts with a Z in this channel using an acronym of the full names? And so, here we go. Zack Sabre Jr. comes right in, going for Adrian Nova, grabs a hold of him. And Zack Sabre Jr. and Nick Nemeth now. Oh, the two veterans starting to team up on the LS11 original, taking him down. And now Zack Sabre Jr. gets kicked by Nick Nemeth, taking him down. Adrian Nova back to his feet now. Double axe handle to ZSJ. Nick Nemeth now. What a jumping neck breaker there from Nova. Adrian Nova now has got him down, and the leader of NRW. Right hook gets caught though. ZSJ's got him now, and Zack Sabre Jr. throwing him across the ring. Zack Sabre Jr. with a big kick in the head there. Grabs a hold of him now, and Zack Sabre Jr. sweeping out the leg. And snaps it back. Nick Nemeth there. Grabs a hold of Zack Sabre Jr. now, kicked in the ribs. Zack Sabre Jr. though. Former IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Zack Sabre Jr. taking him down there. And now Adrian Nova firing away on now. Gets caught though. Zack Sabre Jr. puts him in the corner. Chop block from Nemeth. Dropping the elbow Goes on him now. Nick Nemeth. Taking him down here. Adrian Nova. Flying in with a frog splash, trying to take down Nemeth. Well, all three of these men have got a lot to prove. Adrian Nova trying to prove he's more than just an LS11 original, but that he can really go in here with some of the best. Nick Nemeth trying to become a world champion again for the first time since 2013. Whoa, and what a dive there from Adrian Nova. And it seems the AI of Nick Nemeth has learned that DQ is turned off because it's a triple threat match, and has decided that means it's weapons time. Adrian Nova with a blockbuster off the barricades. A big kick there, taking down Zack Sabre Jr. Adrian Nova running wild right now. Hits one to Zack Sabre Jr. now. Adrian Nova taking him down there. Nick Nemeth's got a hold of him though, and Nemeth throws him into the steps. Zack Sabre Jr. trying to prove that he's still got it to be a world champion, following losing it to Bryan Danielson 2 years ago. There's Nova now just trying to slip behind ZSJ, it would seem. Adrian Nova now watching as Zack Sabre Jr. hits the big knee into the arm. Stomped Nick Nemeth now, and now Zack Sabre Jr. No, Adrian Nova counters. Throws him back into the ring now. Adrian Nova. Here we go. No. Zack Sabre Jr. And Adrian Nova goes for that crossbody again. Nobody home, though. Nick Nemeth now caught for Northern Lights by Zack Sabre Jr. One kicked by Adrian Nova. Nova's got a hold of him. Pops him up now. Adrian Nova with the back body drop. Nick Nemeth now going into a cover here. Nemeth. Kick out from Nova. Well, 1,000 apologies, folks. We're having some technical difficulties that's causing the recording software, the taping software that we use to, and our hardware to malfunction just a little bit. We should be good to go now. Big splash by Nova onto Zack Sabre Jr. into the cover there. So we lost a few seconds of footage from the match, but nothing huge. Saved by Nick Nemeth. Nemeth going out of the ring now. Nick Nemeth. So that candlestick. Nova went for the baseball slide. Adrian Nova taking it out. Zack Sabre Jr. kicks it out of his hand, though. And now Zack Sabre Jr. grabs a hold of him here. And Zack Sabre Jr. sending back the arm of Adrian Nova and stomps it. Now Adrian Nova with a super kick. Into a follow-up one. Nova taking down everyone here. Nick Nemeth's down. Adrian Nova into... What's he thinking here? Nova. Look to fly. Goes for the blockbuster. Zack Sabre Jr. got in the way. Zack Sabre Jr. though fighting back now. Zack Sabre Jr. caught with a super kick by Nova. Adrian Nova to the top rope. He's going to try it again now. Here's the LS11 original. Adrian Nova. Here we go. Blockbuster to Zack Sabre Jr. Into the cover now. Adrian Nova's got him down. 1, 2, no. And now Nick Nemeth's got him here. Nick Nemeth takes him down. Every one of these men is very decorated as a former champion of some kind, or in Nova's case, as a current champion. And it's all about trying to get that shot at Bishop Dyer. Now Nick Nemeth kicking in the midsection. Grabs Zack Sabre Jr. up in a powerbomb position. Taking him down with the powerbomb. Adrian Nova now quickly into a cover there. Saved by Nick Nemeth, though. And big DDT from Adrian Nova. Right hook to Zack Sabre Jr. taking him down. Grabbing a hold of him, getting him back up to his feet here. And Nemeth rolls out of the ring here. And Zack Sabre Jr. getting knocked back by Adrian Nova. Nick Nemeth with the famous... Adrian Nova went for the kick and whiffed it. Whiffed the kick, but now he's got the arm here. Does Nova. He stomps out the arm of Nick Nemeth. Adrian Nova now going up to the top rope. Adrian Nova looking for super. Nova splash on Nick Nemeth. Goes for the cover. But the issue there is Zack Sabre Jr. is right there to break it up. And that's what you got to be aware of in a triple threat matchup like this, is that someone can be ready to break up your biggest move at any moment. And Adrian Nova just learned that the hard way as he goes head first into the turnbuckle. Nick Nemeth with the danger zone. Nemeth into the cover now, and Adrian Nova making the save. DDT to Nick Nemeth now, taking him down. Nick Nemeth. Thrown across the ring, into the corner now. Nick Nemeth. Oh, with a forearm strike. Into. Scooped up by Nova. Adrian Nova taking him down. Adrian Nova. Springboards into a splash, taking down Nemeth. Zack Sabre Jr. now. What is he thinking? He's getting back into the ring. Adrian Nova went for him. Gets caught. Now Nova. Into the head. Now Adrian Nova getting locked and loaded. Who's he going to go for, though? Flies in with a neck breaker. And Nick Nemeth answering back. Nemeth taking him down. Count of a counter here. Adrian Nova takes back Nick Nemeth. Zack Sabre Jr. with the roundhouse kick. Oh boy, I think he's about to look for Barry from EastEnders. A modified version of it on the ground, though. Zack Sabre Jr. looking to submit him, but Adrian Nova saved by Nick Nemeth, who drop kicks him. Nemeth telling Nova to get back up to his feet. Right hook connecting. Adrian Nova knocked back, kicked to the knee by Nick Nemeth. Adrian Nova's caught now. Nick Nemeth dumps him over the top rope, out to the outside. Nemeth looking into the ring again now. Adrian Nova's down. Nick Nemeth, no. Kicked in the head by Adrian Nova. Adrian Nova now coming in. Floats over into DDT on Zack Sabre Jr. Adrian Nova could be on the verge of pinning one of the best wrestlers in the world, but he's caught. Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth knows that ring inside and out, and he's showing it right now. That is very true. Number 3 is now. He's going up to Zack Sabre Jr. and Nick Nemeth's caught, though, by Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. with a Michinoku driver, taking him down. Rolls Nick Nemeth over now, and Zack Sabre Jr. grabs the arm, kicking away at the head, and again. Nova finally hitting that crossbody on Zack Sabre Jr. Adrian Nova now grabs Zack Sabre Jr. Wait a minute. Zack Sabre Jr. dumping Nova out of the ring. Now he's got a hold of Nick Nemeth. He scoops him up now. Hits him with a massive body slam. Into the cover. For the 1, 2. Adrian Nova there to break it up. Nova coming in at the last second there. And Adrian Nova. Oh, the big kick there. And now Nick Nemeth. Into the super kick. 1, 2. No! And Nick Nemeth wiped out there. Zack Sabre Jr. taken down. Adrian Nova to the top. Super Nova splash. Into the cover. 1, 2. Adrian Nova is going to Against All Odds. And Against All Odds tonight, he wins this matchup. Adrian Nova with the win in the main event here tonight. Flew in to take out Zack Sabre Jr. Nemeth super kicked him. And then Adrian Nova, after Zack Sabre Jr. rolled out of the ring, Nova at the Supernova Splash and gets the win. That's going to do it. We now know it'll be Bishop Dyer and Adrian Nova at Against All Odds in just 4 weeks' time. That's going to do it for TNA tonight. Thank you all for watching. Welcome back to Impact. Welcome to this new era. I've been the Doctor. I've been Zen number 3. And that was Universe.
Special thanks to $10 and above Patreon backers JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, and Harry Willis. With Patreon support, I'm able to do uncut and uncensored Let's Play content, bonus episodes of Universe, and much more. Consider joining with the link in the description.